Hey y'all, welcome back to Grace with Lace. Thank you so much for spending a part of your day with me today. I am so excited to get started with episode 2 of Biblically Blonde. If you are new to Grace with Lace, my name is Lacey and I make videos about female empowerment, Christian womanhood, Christian education, and living life with grace. So I am so excited. This journey has just gotten started and I have received such wonderful response on all of my videos, and Biblically Blonde episode 1 had such a great response. I decided to why not make it a Biblically Blonde week, and we're going to go ahead with episode 2. Now if you're new to Biblically Blonde, it is 3 minutes, 1 Bible story, no notes, and 1 blonde. That's me. If you haven't seen episode 1, I will include the link at the end or up here. And then also, you can head on over and view that one. If you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. Biblically Blonde episode 2. So today on Biblically Blonde, I'm going to be telling the story of David, Bathsheba, and Uriah. It is in 2 Samuel 11 and 12. So if you're interested in this story, please open up your Bible and read it for yourself. So it centers around King David. King David is a huge character of the Bible. He's a man after God's heart, and God just really thinks fondly of him. And David has unbreakable spirit with God. He really has faith in him, and he trusts God's plan. Well, David's kind of like the Leonardo DiCaprio of the Bible. So he starts out this young kid, you know, what's eating Gilbert Grape, he's cute and all. And then he just skyrockets and he's like king of the world Titanic style. That's kind of David's rise to fame. Well, like Leo, we all know Leo loves the ladies. So did King David. It's well documented. David has many wives, he has many concubines, and he loves a good-looking woman. And this ends up being his shortcoming and his falling. So one spring morning, David is not out at battle with his army. He is back at home. He had just gotten up from a nap. He goes up to his rooftop and he sees Bathsheba bathing on her rooftop, kind of across the way. Well, it says in the Bible, Bathsheba was absolutely beautiful. And it doesn't say that about women very often in the Bible, so we know that she is extraordinarily beautiful. David sends for her. He wants to know more about her. It turns out that not only is Bathsheba married, but Bathsheba is married to a man fighting in his army right now. And you would think David would care. David doesn't care. He just wants Bathsheba. So they end up in an extramarital affair. She gets pregnant and she ends up coming to him and saying, I'm pregnant, what are we going to do? So David devises up this plan. He's going to have Uriah come back from the battlefield and sleep with Bathsheba. Well, Uriah won't do that because he doesn't want to sleep with his wife while his men are still out there fighting. So David's like, what am I going to do? I'm in really deep trouble. I have this girl pregnant. I'm the king. This looks terrible. So he decides to make it even worse. He sends Uriah to the front of the battlefield to die. And this upstanding man dies because King David is trying to cover up his sin. I mean, it's just terrible. It has a very bad ending for this guy Uriah. So, you know, he's just full of this guilt for what happened because Uriah does die. The baby that Bathsheba and him have ends up passing away. And Bathsheba ends up marrying David. So they do end up married. And through Bathsheba, they have King Solomon. And King Solomon is in the line of Jesus Christ. So there is a point to the story, and that would be King Solomon, therefore Jesus Christ. But it also has a point of redemption. Now, King David has a very hard time in his life from this point forward. He kind of falls down, but he is redeemed. God does redeem him and God does forgive him. And the point is that it doesn't matter how bad your sin is. This is bad. King David, this story is terrible, and yet he is still redeemed and he is still known as the great King David. And so if you can take anything away from this story, it is that no sin is too great to be redeemed or forgiven. So that's 3 minutes. It's a wonderful story that's filled with a great message. It has a very sad ending. It has a, I said wonderful, but it's just a very intriguing story. And I didn't have enough time to go into it as always, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you're interested enough to open up your Bible and read it. I do have a small point here. Bathsheba is one of my favorite women of the Bible, if not my favorite. And there is speculation on whether or not this was forced upon her or if it was an actual extramarital affair. If you would like to see a video on that and just kind of the story of Bathsheba and why I am so fond of her, I would love to do that. If you're interested, hit me up in the comments below. I would love to see if people want to see a video on that. All right, y'all, that's it. See you next time. Bye.